What's up everybody, it's your boy CB back at another video. In this video I'm going to be teaching you guys what I think is the best HUD layout that you can have for yourself and how you can improve your own if you don't want to completely change it around. So to go to your HUD, you just tap on these three lines on the top right corner and then tap on HUD layout tool. Most of you probably know that. So on most HUDs, I believe that the way you move around is in the bottom left corner. I wouldn't mess around with that. I just leave it how it is. And then since I use four fingers, my secondary finger uses this button to shoot and to edit. I also have the edit button there. That's optional for you, but that's how I like to have it. So if I can show you just my combat, it still has the edit button there, but I don't know why. Usually that's just where the shoot button is, right here. And then I have the crouch button there. So I have the shoot button there and the crouch button there. And the reason I have the crouch button there is to make it so that I don't, because my left finger's using this, my right finger's on the bottom right corner moving around. That's how I aim and stuff. So then I use this finger to shoot and edit. And then since it has another purpose, I also have the crouch button there to make it easier on my right pointer finger, which does a lot of the work. You'll see I have the edit button up there. That's the edit button. So what I do is I tap on that button, this button here when I'm going to edit, and then I tap over here because I use crosshair. So once I tap on this, then I tap on that to make the edit, and then once I release that after making the edit, it makes the edit. That's how you use the crosshair editing. But those two, that's why I have both of those, so I can easily go back and forth. And then you'll see I have my what's it called, the item bar and all that stuff, the builds right here, so that my right pointer finger can easily go between them. I think it's important to have them a little bit spaced out in a spot where you're going to be able to easily go between all of them so that you don't mess up when you're making them. And then you'll see I have the emote button here, which just have it out of the way, so I never hit the emote button. So make sure to put it somewhere that isn't important, because when you're playing, it's not going to be important that you can quickly hit the emote button. So I literally have to lift my hand up to go over and tap it. And it's the same thing with these buttons over here. They really are not that important. Maybe the ping button is kind of important, where you can just put a marker down. But as far as in the middle of a fight, you don't want to be mishitting those things. And it's the same with that thing. Those lines where you open the menu, if you mishit that, you're screwed, because you open the menu and it's just really bad. So I would make sure to have those way out of the way, no matter how many fingers you use or what HUD you're using. I have my build button down here so I can easily go from just moving around and shooting to building really quick by doing that. And then I have my jump button there, my aim button there. Honestly, you could probably put those buttons on the left side if you wanted to, or the right side, it doesn't matter. Same with this can go on the left or the right. I see a lot of people have the item slot bar on the left side, and they also have the shoot button on the left side and the aim button on the left side. So since a lot of people have these buttons all on the same side, it's not a bad idea if you want to try that out. I personally like the way I have it just because I've gotten so used to it, but I definitely think it's worth looking out for if you want to have those buttons all on the same side. I like having the jump button on the right side though, so that I'm moving with my right thumb and then jumping with my right pointer. And then here are some tips that I think help a lot more than a lot of the other stuff that I'm mentioning, because a lot of stuff I'm mentioning is kind of like however you feel is best for you, and it works. Just do it and make sure that you don't have too much on one side. Like I have a lot on my right pointer finger, but I'm used to it, so it doesn't really matter for me, but it's definitely a good idea to space them out. Now this stuff is really important. What I did was any extra space that you have on your thing where your fingers will be touching is important to fill it with stuff that's like the buttons nearby it, so that if you miss the button just by a little bit, you might still hit it. So my stairs, I made the stairs button go down a little bit further, so that, because when you switch to the stairs button, the stairs is between the two boxes right above where that stair is, so it's like right above it, so it makes the stair button just the littlest bigger. And then I did the same thing with the pyramid thing. I made the pyramid button extend bigger so that I can easily hit them without mishitting, so that I have more of a room to hit, like a bigger hitbox when I go to hit the button. And you'll see a lot of these buttons over here, they're just, I don't even know what they do. They're not on my screen when I'm playing. So it makes it look kind of like a mess, but I wouldn't worry about that stuff unless you have a reason to. But I just don't even know why they all show up on the HUD because I don't even have them on my screen. But I also have a floor button right there. That's so that if I want to do a quick replace on a floor or just a shot floor, so you do a quick shot and then place a floor below you instantly. By having that there, I don't have to press this button, then that. I can just instantly press that, and I think that helps a lot. And it's the same deal with the trap button. I have the trap button as its own separate button so that I can instantly press the trap button and not have to go build and then going over and hitting the trap thing. And I can make it so that the traps don't even show up on my screen. Because my traps are a little bit to the right of where the screen is. Like my traps would be right there. But I don't even have to worry about that because I have it right there. I think that's really important. My bags here, I just have your bags somewhere that's not important. Like I wouldn't want to put the bag over in this area just because it would make it a little bit too clustered. But really the only buttons over here that are important are this one, this one, this one. And then these stuff are all just filler buttons that I think are really good to have. This button right here, the 5 thing, is my 5th item so that I can have like a pump on the top left of that thing. And then like an SMG there so I can instantly go back between pump SMG. I think that helps a lot. I'm trying to think of other things that are important. Yeah, definitely try playing around by putting like the floor button, the pyramid, so that you can just instantly hit the floor and stuff like that. So you can do shot floor and just floor replace without having to press this and then that. I think that is a huge thing that's really important. And yeah, definitely mess around if you want to, having this, like the item bar, with the same side as that and that. A lot of people do that and it works for them, so I have to recommend it. And I also use this thing to pick items up so that if I'm running near them, I don't have to tap my screen. I can just keep my hands where they are and just use that button to pick them up, and I think that helps a lot. And I also would recommend crosshair editing a lot, so you can use these 2 buttons, put them where you like. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know down in the comments. This is a 4-finger HUD. It's what I use. I could give you advice on 2-finger HUDs if you want my honest opinion, so be sure to let me know in the comments section, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!